We've only got a week left. And I feel like I got to finish as much as I can. I got to do a lot of decorating. A lot of people on. So you know what? Probably better go do this and then just go into my portal. God, I'm holding shift like I'm playing Zomboid. For anyone, if you haven't seen this at all yet, this is kind of all we've got so far. I started building out this area a bit. There's a very long queue to get into the maze, or to get into the roller coaster, which is kind of the joke. It takes a solid 3 minutes to get to this point if you actually do it all right. I'll just ride the whole ride right now. I'll ride the whole thing. I should make this a slower ascension. It should get up as slow as humanly possible. I still got to build something here. Because I want it to stop here and have something going on. It's right in there. That's where one block will be. This is the Seinfeld room. It's the Seinfeld room. And that's the ride. I do want to make it like an exit staircase down. I also have to make sure there's no way to jump in, but I figured I would worry about that later. I feel very good about my Seinfeld theme. That's kind of all there is so far. So I've got an idea for one of the blocks to be that you have to hand in tickets to a guy to get it. And I'm pretty sure I could have a vendor set up that has the block for sale for a certain amount of tickets. And I think I'm going to make it a fishing thing. We have to catch fish and hand them in for tickets. So, Baked Beans, you are annoying about Minecraft. You should leave for a bit. All right. Let's see. Don't need all the rail stuff right now. Hello. Yeah, I think the fishing for tickets idea is a cool idea. I like that idea. I figured the ticket booth will be here, and I figure that is what I will work on now. My stuff's over there. Let me I'll just dig a little staircase. I think I have to go buy more blocks. Don't need bucket, don't need bone. I don't need the note blocks right now. We already made Under the Sea. It is for this. It's technically a team event, but Sips has been locked in the Zomboid, so I have not really had Sips on to help. I'm hoping this week I can get him a little bit. But I am kind of preparing to Just kind of finish it on my own. Although a lot of people's mazes do require 2 people to do it. So I might be in a position of having to find someone to seek with me. I hope that is not the case. But I'm worried that it is. So let's see. Yeah, I should go buy more of those blocks. I was ready to play yesterday, but he was hitting the zomboid. All right, let's see. Grab some stone. No, let's take the teleporter back. I don't know where my waypoint goes right now. Got a stone cutter. Let me do a stack of those. Let's see. I think that's all I need. Whoops. Yeah, everyone's been kind of going nuts on their projects. That's why I feel so bad that ours is going to be the shittiest one. That's why I want to spend some time on it this week. I actually don't need this row of them. Go back up. I'm curious to see what everyone's builds are. That's part of it, is no one sees each other's builds, and then we have 3 hours to get as many blocks from other people's builds as we can. Which I think is a very awesome concept. Apollo did a really good job with like planning this. No, I still got to figure out what the art for the roller coaster entrance will be. I'm still going to leave myself that little staircase there. Yeah, I'm going to have to like go around the whole map and make sure everything is like at least 3 or 4 high. No, we just, when we were talking about doing it initially, he was playing a lot of Minecraft and not Zomboid. So Zomboid kind of killed it a bit. I also don't think he realized that it was like a big-ish event. I could just have an admin come make this block for me. I think that would actually be better than me spending a lot of time doing this. Want to flatten that. And I think the little fishing game will wind up being up here and into this area. The ticket redemption booth, definitely over this way. I should use something other than stone for it because it'll look too samey. Let me ask. I'll have someone just paste this out to there for me. Let me message. Just looking to expand this brick floor. Well, there you go. Yep, exactly that. All right, perfect. How do I make mossy cobble? I thought I did that stuff in the brick, the stone cutter, but I didn't see it as an option. Is it something I'd have to make? Nah, thank you, Bubble. So if I put this back in, yeah, it's just that stuff. Okay. I could just use a different block type. I like the idea of just using a different kind of brick, even like a house looking brick. Let me do that. Shit, am I out of food? There's 2 pumpkin pies. Perfect. I thought you could make mossy stuff now. We also have like a whole shop area that might just sell it. Let me go back to the brick guy. I am the block bloke. Who got bricks? None of y'all got bricks? Someone's got bricks somewhere. No, you're fine. The grass man, the shovel man. Sandstone is a nice look. We got here some heads. It's got all of our heads in here for sale, which is nice. Cat's talking to me. That's banners. Undyed blocks. I could have sworn we had a brick guy. Maybe it's somewhere up in here. I don't think so, because these are all, well, maybe. I'll get to like red. I think it's just going to be terracotta and stuff like that. Schnorpels. I love that. Maybe it's the cart guy. I'm going to want to get more wood. Whoa. Jesus Christ. Hey, fuck you. I see the name behind a tree. Sneaky little guy. What are those? A wind charge. Interesting. We know those existed. Those are crazy. We get a stack of mangrove. I'll take a stack of jungle. Stack of cherry logs. And some of that stuff. The traveling man. There's the bricks. I know I've seen him before. Let's grab some bookshelves for decoration. Yeah, I like the idea of that. I would kind of like to do a parkour, but I feel like it's gonna. I don't know. I feel like there's not a lot of time. Yeah, it's my stream. I can say what I want. And every time I go to Minecraft, you just start like bitching about it. It's annoying. Yeah, you've got it right. You've nailed it. I gotta figure out how big this is gonna be. I don't think super big though. Also, it's not like just playing Minecraft. It's like an event thing. Making puzzles and shit. Yeah, it's probably a good size. Right. Okay. Buddy, just fuck off. You can find another stream. Good lord. Annoying motherfuckers. Christ. Right. Some people. It's what it is. I've been streaming a long time. I'm very used to annoying people. That's too high. That won't look good. I think I would just do like carpet on the top so it looks like a table. How'd that look on the top bit? Just do a big OGC. That's not a bad idea. Let me do kind of log. I'll do jungle logs for this and then strip them. I think that'll look good. I might not even have to strip them. Oh, so fucking close. Travel to Bazaar. It was young Corey once again. Yeah, doing like a carnival booth. Let me also get some carpet. I think one of these guys sells carpet. The colored shops. $21 beer. I thought I could get carpet here. You turn wool into carpet, right? I can't remember. Yeah, okay. Red wool. Should definitely have Scaran for sale. Christ. Place got invaded overnight. I do have to light everything up so I don't get tons of mob spawns. That would be funny to also just let it get overrun with mobs at night, but I do want the area to be well lit. I don't like the bricks on the sides. I think I'm just going to do brick on the bottom row, and that's it. We do, it's on the boat, I think. Let me just put that up there for now, too. Okay. Jungle logs. I should jungle log the sides, too. And then maybe see how those look stripped. And it looks pretty good. It doesn't have to be a door on this, because it's like I want people to go into it. I get better with the stripe up the side. I feel like I do. It gives it a little more. Gives it a little more charm, I think. Yeah, it's something just to give it a little bit of different look. Okay, and now we're going to turn these into those. Where are we at? That's much better. All right, so this will be the ticket booth. And I'll worry about the vendor a little later. I hate the way this looks. Let me strip it all. But I'll probably add like stairs or something to, let me do, not those. Nah. Maybe at the top. Doesn't look bad at the top. Oh, you know, I don't hate it. I don't know if I want it the whole way. Well, it looks a little more boothy. No, that's fair. Yeah, if it's poking out, I'll do something like that. They're gonna make more of these. I kind of like that. Oh yeah. I could put some lights up there. That's good. I think technically, yeah. I don't know if anyone has done that or will do that. No one did that last time. I know that much. That's not looking bad. Here, let me go back to go back here. I don't know if any of these shops sell food. I don't want to have to go farming food. Let me get some lanterns. Let me get some soul lanterns. Let me get some chains. And that should be good for now. Do any vendors sell food? The Trim Man. Bank Man. Do you want to buy? To the Bank Man. Ah, beautiful. Oh, whoops. Just leave a little garbage there on the floor. I don't think anyone minds that. Just a little bit of garbage. All right. I don't think anyone's going to have a view of the side of that, really. Also, I kind of want to put these out one more. What wood did I use for that? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. What kind of planks are those? Does it say? It's a jungle one. Okay. You know, let me do one of these too. Just real quick so I could get some stuff out of my inventory. Have a little room to breathe. All right. I think it's coming together. I do think it's coming together. That is a bit big. All right, yeah, I don't like it. Sorry. Tear that down. The deadline is a week from Monday. I think it'd just be straight up lantern. Can't put a lantern on that. That's kind of annoying. I've got a deadline. I gotta play some Ark one of these days soon. It's been a minute. I do miss the Ark. Maybe I do that. That looks better. That looks better. I miss my beautiful shaft. I can't just put a lantern on that, huh? Could I put one on that? I could. Okay. Okay, okay. I think that's mostly all I got to worry about there. I got to figure out how the fishing hut thing is going to work. Let's see. I also got to figure out how tickets are going to work. I got to wonder how many tickets it should be. But I guess that's not something I got to worry about right now. Oh, so we've got tickets for a block. We've got a block in the roller coaster. And I got to decide what third block will be. I like the idea of making a big, crazy parkour that goes up high. Or just a parkour in general. Block tickets are going to work where you could turn in fish for a certain amount of tickets. And then when you have, say, like, let's say it's like 100 tickets, you can go to this guy here and trade in 100 tickets for a block. And I think I'm just going to have it weighed to fish rarity. Like a normal fish gets you 1 ticket. A rare fish maybe gets you like 10 or 20. I loved the parkour I did on my old build. It was a really good parkour. Yeah, I was just gonna do it with like item filters and shit, but I guess I could do it that way too. Let's see. I'm still trying to figure out how I want the whole landscape to look. Which blocks go where? I'm thinking roller coaster might be the highest rarity or second highest. Highest rarity maybe should be the ticket thing. I'm not sure. I still gotta think about it. I figured the command blocks. Well, I don't really know how command blocks work at all. Like I've never messed with them. But there could just be vendors where you trade in item for ticket. And I would need the admins to set that up for me. How's it getting in the roller coaster? I will show you. I'll take another little ride on it. I need to make sure armadillos and shit don't get on the tracks of this. So the block is in here. It's going to be right in there under the waterfall. Seinfeld's room will be just like a room about nothing. And that's the end of the coaster ride. We hop into bed. Spider laying on my damn head. I do feel like I should run around and torch the whole place up. Enough that nothing really spawns around here. But I'd have to also torch up on the mountain quite a bit. I'm hiding the damn block. I'm out here hiding that damn block. Ticket to Ride the Coaster is pretty funny. Yeah, cool. I do figure I'll have it be I'll have the vendor in there that will sell a block. I guess it would have to be 64 tickets as the max, huh? Like he couldn't request like 100 tickets. I was going to leave the Seinfeld room decoration up to Sips. I don't know if I feel like the roller coaster's already like annoying enough to get into and then ride and then have to go through the queue again. But maybe it could be more annoying. For anyone who hasn't seen the queue, it's all this, so you can't, even if you hold sprint and go the right way, it's 3 minutes to get into the roller coaster. And there's a few wrong ways you can go to. It's a 3-minute walk to get onto the roller coaster. I do like the idea of it costing 1 ticket to ride the roller coaster. Just a single ticket. That's not a bad idea. But I would need a way for them to hand in a ticket to get the minecart to dispense, which I don't think would be too difficult, but it does add like another layer of shit. Like I don't want them to be able to put the minecart down. I want it to dispense one and then not let another to be dispensed. Like I don't want the carts to be too close to one another while they're riding it, that kind of shit. I could design the little fishing area. Yeah. Get rid of these cacti. And the sugar cane. Okay. Trying to decide where I want to go next. Oh yeah. A little more decoration in here. Oh yeah, fuck this. It's gonna give me books, huh? Just make it look a little more lived in, you know? There's a little cock coming out of the stone platform. Wait, where's their little cock? Oh, this? I guess it's just a natural little cock. God's little cock. The Lord's little cock. Let me grab these and these for now. I have to decide just how rigid all this looks. I'm guessing the entrance will be somewhere looking at all this. The entrance will be like over here. Maybe I fill this with some, or maybe I make a quaint little bridge from the entrance. I do like a quaint little bridge. I do think it'll look better if the stone, I don't know. I don't want it to look too boxy. So part of me is like, oh, I could just follow the natural terrain here. You know? I do want to make sure if they jump in water at all, that I'm going to make everything like 2 or 3 blocks tall surrounding the whole area. So like if they get in the water, they can't swim around to get up and behind shit, you know, stuff like that. The express pass. I do kind of want to make a fast pass lane that just kills you. I had to get way more of these bricks. Chewing through them quickly. And I'll eventually, I'll dig designs out in the floor so it doesn't look too boring. I could do that, but I don't know if I want to do that. I kind of like the idea of that, but I also don't want it to be too obnoxious that everyone just goes, ah, fuck this. Because there's a 3-hour limit on seeking. I could see people hitting that and going, yeah, we're just going to go seek at someone else's until, and then if there's still time at the end, we'll come back here. Like, I feel like it might already be annoying enough as is. I figure I'm going to have like a little border like this. Oop. And I'll have a bridge at some point. I'm guessing it should be like right here. Maybe like a 3 wide. Let me put some more stuff away. I guess it should be a wooden bridge probably, right? Could be stone though. I will have to get more stone. Hmm. Yeah, I'll have the entrance be a nice little bridge. You go across the water and then you're on this platform. I shouldn't worry about the design stuff too much right now. I should be worrying about function more. And I should be figuring out what the third thing is going to be. Let me go back to the bazaar real quick. I still have gold on me. Let's get a little bit more stone. And then we got to make the fishing hut. Don't want to do any metal stuff. I do like the way copper and stuff looks. We'll get back to there though. Okay, let me head on back. Okay. Let me at least get to my little fishing hut. I think I'm just going to flatten this. The honey hole, yep. Okay. And I'll have this be some kind of like wood. I have to go to the stone cutter for these. Yeah, that should be good for now. Bridges the puzzle. Like the very first thing you see when you get in. I'm going to say, and let me just dig this out now. I'm going to have the water. I'd like the water to. And if there is any admin listening right now, feel free to do this now if you want to. I just want to make a fairly rigid like water border on this. Or I'll have that section be water and this will be kind of squared out. Actually, I should just have it come right up to this. Make my life easier. This will probably be fine. That could be the fishing hut in there. Chewing through this shit real quick. Yeah, no, I do want to have a lot of villagers walking around the park for sure. I have to go get more damn stone bricks. Yeah, I kind of wanted to, because I think you could shove past villagers, right? Because I feel like it would also be fun to have a bunch of villagers just in the queue. For the roller coaster, you gotta like shove past them. It's like played up customer pushing. Nice. Oh, you know what? I could have it not be a ticket to get a cart, but a ticket to like open the doors to the roller coaster, you know? I can make a little door so the villagers don't walk into it too. All right, this will be the fishing hut. I'll have the fishing hut here. Here, let me, I just want to do this part now. I don't know why. I feel compelled. My damn shovel's gonna break. I don't think I'm gonna have them say stuff. It would be great though if I could. Well, some sort of wall up there. But yeah, just getting a defined border here feels good. Now let me. Ah, motherfucker. Falling into the water is so annoying. Nope. Not what I was trying to do at all. Also not what I was trying to do at all. Also not what I was trying to do at all. Don't mind me. First day playing Minecraft. Go easy. You know, I could just put sand in these. Oh, thank you, thank you. Could just use Like, I don't want to be using my good blocks for that stuff because it's not even seen. Then maybe one more stair up. Be a nice little bridge over. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about the bridge too much right now. But I guess I'm already building it, so I guess I'm worrying about it. Oh, fuck, I don't have more stairs on me. Get back over there. What's that? Oh yeah, Squid AI is the Squid AI is rough. Ah, thank you so much. It is perfect. Let me have some pumpkin pie. Oh. Yeah, you could leave that little peninsula over there. I'm gonna wind up doing wooden stuff on it, but that's perfect. Having that all dug out there. Thank you. This is perfect. Thank you, thank you. All right, let me finish this little bridge because I already started it. I don't know why. I don't know why I felt so compelled to do the bridge right now. But there's a little bridge. And this will be the way in. No, the bit at the end I'm gonna cover in wood. I'm gonna have that be the little fishing hut. And I think I'm gonna contour it to the shape of what's left here. But the rest of this is completely perfect. Thank you. Water park section with a lazy river. God, lazy river is not a terrible idea. I do kind of like a lazy river. I want to avoid too much misdirection because I want people to be able to solve it. But I also do like the idea of there being some bullshittery for them to deal with. Let me turn these all into planks. And this will be the fishing hut. I have to go get more jungle logs. Let me go do that real quick. No, I think just the ride is a sitcom part. I don't think it's going to be themed for the whole park. I also know nothing about Young Sheldon. I think Seinfeld's the only TV part of it. Yeah, this is all I know about Sheldon is Bazinga. That's the extent of my Sheldon knowledge. Okay. That's all you need to know. Okay. Fishing hut. Hmm. I could do multiple posts around, I guess. I guessed. I guess. I'm trying to think how Fishing Hut is going to look. Hello, happy Saturday. Maybe I should have them all look similar in theme-ish. Like maybe it should also be brick. Like a row of brick with a door in or something. Hmm. Hello. Yeah, I followed the like contour of the actual ground. But maybe it should just be squared off. Maybe that would just make more sense. It'd be easier to make it an actual hut. Nah, it was weird to try to get the other borders on it. That was bugging me. How would this look? I don't even know if I want to strip those. I think that actually looks quite nice. Now you could fish if you have like a little wall. Well, no, maybe the backside is just exposed. And they go fishing on this side. Or maybe they go fishing on this side. This side I feel like looks nicer to look at. But it makes more sense walking in from here to be fishing pointing that way. Like I feel like this would make sense if these were there. And then this backside is just wide open for going fishing in. I think that makes the most sense. I do like the idea of using the same trim. Of that wood. And those were mangrove stairs, I think. Right? Pretty sure. Yeah. Cinnabon box paper. A little ugly. I'm assuming he's testing a parkour or something if he's falling a lot. Nope. Nope. There we go. I'm just going to do the borders in that wood. I think it's something else to fill the center. At least we have the frame of the building. And I think the back will just be open like that. I also kind of like the idea of if they fall in the water, they have to swim all the way back to the entrance. Like there's no other place to jump up to get back in other than there. I feel like that's just kind of fun and evil in its own little way. I think I'm going to have this, at least for now. This will be the border of this. I still love the idea of doing a big crazy parkour, especially like I did the parkour in my old maze last year where blocks were pushing in and out and you had to like follow a rhythm to jump properly. And I love the idea of doing a really tall spiraling parkour that all the blocks are pushing and pulling the whole time. But that also feels a little boring ish. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the shaft is pretty, it is just a shaft. I feel like it was about a full year ago. I really can't remember when it was, honestly. My sense of time is also completely fucked. I loved my build last year. That's part of why I really wanted to go all out with this build. Was I feel like the last one was impressive. Yeah, this is a temporary little fishing hut. I got to figure out what it's going to look like to get into it. Yeah. Let me make some stairs out of these. I don't want to do too much misdirection again. I kind of want everything to have a purpose, just for the sake of. I think it'd be good to have some. I just don't want to do too much. I still have jungle logs. I do. It's something. What I put on this? It could be glass panes. It'll be something. Also, I've now made another spot where I can't hang lanterns from anything, which is annoying. I'm annoyed at myself for this. Because I love hanging lanterns. Oh, they could just be hanging inside, dangling by the windows. I'm not sure what the roof's going to look like yet. I could just do more jungle logs. But I don't want to like go full jungle logs. Maybe mangrove logs will look good across the top. I think it is a fishing hut. Should be a little woody looking. Yeah, I kind of like that. Make a suggestion? Yeah, sure. The queue in is already a maze, kind of, but I don't hate the idea of a funhouse style maze. Like I loved the white room in my last build. I like the idea of doing flat concrete for some rooms. Yeah. Yeah, the white room was so good. But I also don't want to redo anything from last year. I like the idea of it all being fresh. Ooh, I like that idea for lights. I could kind of sprinkle those around the park, like around walkways and stuff. I also like doing like I'm gonna want to do a bunch of this around. Like let me like if we do no. Like be able to have like a little channel of water going through. Because I think that's a thing you can do. But even still, just having design. Actually, I would do it like maybe like just on the outsides of it coming up. Ooh, I kind of like that idea. I will have to put stone in there. I think it would look better if it was one more out. You kind of have that carve running up the away, so it looks almost like a walkway. I would something like that. Maybe not for the whole place, but I figured that's something I could worry about too once the whole place is done. I could start designing little things like that. I could have that kind of be what the walkway looks like going to each section. And then little lights on the stone, like on the end rods, kind of dotting it. Yeah, just a thought. I'm probably going to also, for these walls, wind up doing some kind of stairs on top of these to give it a little more texture, kind of like those are. I want that to come out like that. Do I like it more? Well, do I like it more without the corners? It's kind of doing that. I think I almost do like that more. Maybe none in the center. Maybe the center goes the other way. Yeah, I'll just leave it for now. I also figure I'll leave a lot of the actual look of things up to Sips if he's into just doing some decorating. I don't know if he's usually a decorator in Minecraft. I don't know if that's what he's into. Can I can do this, even though it's kind of annoying from the water. Not much of a decorator. That's fair. I do like decorating, so I'm happy to do it. Like, I was really happy with my build last year. Well, that's the starting of a fishing hut. I don't know what the server's on. I didn't even realize there was a hard mode. Just in general. Yeah, no one found my iron last year. I'll show y'all real quick for anyone who didn't see last year. There is a Hall of Fame section set up with all of last year's puzzles. So last year was solos. This year is duos. And the duos will be searching for blocks too. And there's 3 different block types worth 1 point, 2 point, 3 points. But these are last year's puzzles. Or just not necessarily puzzles. Mine was a puzzle. This was my area. I kind of built the Blueprints mansion. Some rules. Have an empty inventory before entering. No shader packs, please. Some is linear, some is not. Start wherever you want. I like the hedges first. There's food in the dining room. Please take some. Feel free to sleep in my tent behind you. And that's that. Yeah, I did this whole area. There's a hedge maze over there. Yeah, Colonel Justard. Big fan of being Colonel Justard. But this was my my little puzzle house. A lot of the puzzles are already done. So like I could walk around and reset everything. But there were oh yeah, but the block that never got found was this way. People came up into here, but they never found this block hiding above that light. was the one block that didn't get found. Ah, thank you. There was a puzzle where you had to fill a cauldron in a maze. Oh my god, I didn't know anyone could spawn up here. Gap in my lights. So there's a puzzle in there that had jets on in here, so you couldn't swim in the water, but when you turn it off, another block was hidden in here. And then the final block was at the end of an extremely evil parkour. That's where the diamond block was. I was really proud of these puzzles though. Like this one was you had to put the answer in, and the answer was poke. And like when you typed poke, it would open a door. I think this was twins. Yeah. And then that would open a door. And then this one was canvas. And that would open this door. Right, this was an upside down version of one of the other puzzles where you just had to invert the answer. And I think that opened up the white room. I'm skipping a lot of the puzzles right now just because a lot of them are already like there was a thing for you to grab under there. I don't remember what that even opens or closes. But this was the white room puzzle, which I still remember how to navigate somehow. With a lot of dead ends, but I think it was this one. Yep. This one would drop you all the way down to do a parkour. I think I have most of it skippable right now. I had to break the wall here to remember how I did the loop on the song. Yeah, you would have to time everything, right? Ugh, it was so fucking annoying. It's just original. Yeah, very annoying. Then when you got through that, a lot of people went nuts. I think Skaj and Apollo both went insane over the song. Oh wow, did that in one. And then that would lead to another parkour section over here. Can I still remember how to do a bunch of this? It's really annoying. Really annoying parkour. There we go. No. Ugh. Oh yeah. Well, either way, you would eventually get up there. And then you would have to jump across these ice blocks. Then you had to go... Is it open right now? I think it is. There's a lever on the wall over there that you have to go get from there and then come back this way. Oh my god. I think that's like a max distance jump. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. You know what? I'm gonna just do that. Yeah, that would open up this wall. And then you would go through all this. And then swim up to here. Where there's another whole parkour section. Which I don't want to do. I just want to illustrate the end of the puzzle. You would get up here, then you have some more parkour. God, where did this even go to? Over there, I guess? Yep. And then some lily pad parkour. This was the fucking hell one for the very end. Because you'd have to get up there, which was for some reason insanely difficult sometimes and not others. I do want to try real quick and see if I can do it. Ugh. The jump off of that into there, I remember being hard. And the ice was really annoying on the middle one. Ugh. All right, but yeah, I'm just going to do this. Then you would get up here. You would have the very last jump, which was from this onto that. Oh, my Lord. What an annoying fucking parkour. I spent a long time on this. Holy shit, I'm gonna go crazy. I remember someone skipping something with this. Oh yeah, you could just jump straight to this. I didn't realize that. And then when you got up here, the block was in this, but if you got up to the top and just walked out, you'd have to go do the whole thing again. And then you would see that you had just missed the block. I don't think that happened to anybody. But yeah, that's where the most difficult block was visible right from the start. I think everyone noticed. They went in there and went, oh. It almost happened? Fuck, that would have been so funny. Also, so one of the things I've left out, I told people to start in the hedge maze. It's a big fucking hedge maze. Let me, really big hedge maze with a lot of wrong paths. But at the end of the hedge maze, you would get to this ladder. Oh, fuck. There, yeah, no. At the end of the hedge maze, you would get to this ladder. And then you had to throw this lever behind the tree. And that was kind of the start. Oh yeah, and the maintenance room puzzle. That would open, I think, this room. Self-portrait. But yeah, the portal was you had to crouch and then jump into this. And then there was a lever puzzle. And it would open the door over there. But yeah, this was all my elaborate ass redstone. I want to get on the redstone from back there. I feel like that was the impressive looking redstone. And I built all this manually. Like all this dirt to make a surface, I did block by block. I didn't have any like world edit help on the last one. I made the entire like facade of the mountain by hand. And it took a long fucking time. Yeah, that's pretty much that. That's where my beacon was. Yeah, I was really happy with everything on this build. All my stuff. This was my little sleeping area where I was making things. There's shit everywhere. No one will get mad at me for taking 25 gold blocks. No one will. No, I think he only built the one by hand, and then they copied the second one, which is insanely valid. Here we are. This was my little comparators for the book puzzles. And the whole thing was just like a facade from the back. Like Yep. But yeah, this shit was... I was very, very proud of this whole thing. Oh, this is where I started. I started in a little hovel. Oh, that's where I got my beacon from. Yeah, I had an end portal to go get gold. And this was my original starting hovel where I just did mining and shit, trying to get gold pieces to start. I love my original hovel. But yeah, a lot of redstone in this build. So far, like no redstone in the new build. God, I just want to get up to the windows out front real quick if I can. I was really proud of those windows. Let me, can I just dig through anywhere? I know Skadj accidentally fell into the walls back here, and I don't remember how he did it. That works. I don't remember where it happened. I was really proud of this facade. Like I had a glowstone up. Like those are just like, I felt like it looked nice and textured. I liked the way the building looked. Some open doors, some closed. It made it look like it was a big ass mansion, even though there is no upstairs. And I kind of walked. I think there's an area over here with a sign that says like nothing here. I don't know if anyone tried to climb around the base, but I remember trying to make it that there was nowhere. There was like nowhere you could jump up. Well, I think these vines kind of fucked me. Yeah, you could climb the vines to technically get up on the mountain. Maybe this is where Skadj got behind the build. I didn't realize those vines would do that when I put those trees down. Because I had everything like 3 tall, so you couldn't do any climbing. I distinctly remember there being some kind of a tunnel somewhere. Yeah, if you came up here, you can kind of see how hollow the actual build is. I used to do a lot of like decorative shit with Minecraft. It was right to the right of the tree I climbed. Up here or at the bottom? At the bottom? Oh, yeah. I can't remember what I dug this out for. There was a reason I dug it. Yeah. This is when I was still thinking about how wide the build was going to be. Yeah, that's pretty much that. That was my old build. Yeah, I was really happy with this one. But I also did like every kind of redstone puzzle I could think of and Google. Like I had filling a cauldron with water as a puzzle, the book comparators, lever puzzles, a maze, parkour. Like I feel like I kind of went all out on this one. Well, people did leave their armor and stuff here. This is a little tent they could sleep in. Yeah, White Hell was fun to build. But yeah, that was my old build. Which is why I feel like the new build is starting to come together. But I really wanted to try to outdo myself. But I also like the idea of just doing something different. Like this one isn't really puzzly.
47 months of subscribing from Inslumpson Separate Deed.
Thank you, Inslumpson's Paradigm. Happy 47 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, this one's definitely more annoying than anything. But I feel like in kind of a funny way. For anyone who hasn't seen the testing so far. I've only got 2 blocks hidden. You have to go through this queue of honey to get to the entrance of the roller coaster. You can't jump. Sprinting only makes you marginally faster. And there is a couple wrong ways, so it is kind of like a puzzle. But if you do it all completely right, like if you do the whole thing without messing up, it's 3 minutes to get to the entrance of the roller coaster. So it's 3 minutes of being stuck to honey. I will proof all this eventually so that you can't climb up on the sides. Hopefully I will. I'll be bummed out if I miss it and people are able to bypass the queue. When you finally get through the queue, I think I'm going to have a door here where you have to do a ticket maybe to open it, but you come in here, you get a cart. I still got to finish the minecart ride itself because I feel like there's still 1 or 2 parts of it I want to like add more to. But it's a roller coaster ride. I want something to be up here. Like I want this pause to be another song in a scene maybe. I also kind of want to spell something out in those bricks that you can't tell from when you're down there, but from up here you can notice it. This is where block number 1 is hidden. And there. Ooh, I went much slower this time for some reason. I don't know why the cart slowed down as much as it did. And this is going to be the set to Seinfeld. And then you're at the end of the roller coaster. I kind of like spelling something with the waterlogged brick stairs that you can see from up there. I like the idea of needing a ticket. Yeah, I was proud of Under the Sea. I need to add more music to the theme park in general. I also want to have, so I want to make it that, like I'm going to have a sign up that says do not get out of the cart, but I also think sections of the coaster will open walls and then close behind you. So that if they do hop out of the cart, there really is no backtracking. They're just like stuck. I think a gift shop at the end of the roller coaster is a great idea. I love that. I do really like that. So that's the idea, is that one of the blocks is in there. Idea number 2 is that you're going to have to go in this little hut and catch fish. And then you could turn fish in for tickets. And there's going to be a guy in there who sells one of the blocks for some amount of tickets. And you could buy one of the blocks from this guy. And that's going to be one. I still have to think of what the 3rd block is going to be. And part of me does want to go more elaborate. Like I do have a full week from Monday to do this. And I might get Sip some of the days too. So there'd be 2 of us building. But I'm trying to think of what a third one could be. I kind of like the idea of a parkour. It could also go really high. Like a really tall parkour sounds fun. But, you know, parkour is just parkour. You know? Parkour is just a parkour. It's on hard mode. I like the idea of having that. Just some... I definitely want like villagers and shit wandering around. I like the idea of that. Oh god, I do kind of like the idea that the bridge is collapsed when you get here and you do have to parkour over it right at the start. Hey, you prick. Damn, he hits hard. Yeah, I do have to decide where is final brick going to go and how is it going to get there. I do like the idea of a puzzle. I mean, it could also be similar to the old build where it's a parkour that leads to, or like a maze that leads to a parkour. Ferris wheel looking parkour. I do like that. I think there's also, you could play around a bit with maybe having like an access area that like it's dressed up to look like backstage for the amusement park, but it's actually a part of the puzzle. You know what I mean? Maybe have like an old broken down ride they have to parkour around. Have a ride that says under construction, and that's where the parkour is. That song in Minecraft. I do kind of like the idea of an arrow triggering something, but I also don't. I don't know. I'm kind of like both ways on it. I do like the idea of entering all attractions with a ticket, except for the fishing one, where you have to catch the fish to get the tickets. But yeah, no, there are target blocks. I didn't want to give tickets for arrows. Like originally, I was thinking like, oh, what if there's a target you have to hit way up there and you have to hit it from over here? But as soon as someone lined it up, they could just like farm tickets. I don't think there's any mirrors. I do want to get some colored concrete for the tunnels of the minecart ride and have it go through like gradients of color, so it at least looks like it'll look like you're going fast. I don't even know what that is. That's like a natural part of the terrain. I guess that was like an old mine shaft. They'll see that in the distance and think there's something, but there ain't nothing. I'm trying. I would love to transcribe a song to have playing under this the whole time. I'm trying to think of what would be a funny song to do, but I don't got to worry about that yet. That's something I could think about later. I did learn that, and like it made sense. I say learn, but I feel like it's obvious that you could transcribe guitar tabs and bass tabs directly onto Minecraft note blocks because it's just all number based. So like if a guitar tab is like 041, you just set the blocks to 041 and it works. So I could really transcribe any song if it has a guitar tab. So yeah. But yeah, parkour. I feel like there's this big gap over there to do something. This I'm gonna have like either leveled or just off limits in a way. I think that's the border of the place. I kind of want this mountain to go even taller. I want it to look kind of crazy. Maybe like a volcano. I think that's cool. That's very amusement parky. To have that get built up higher and then have a lava flow coming down the side or something, that's very amusement park themed or coded. I think that's fun. I could even have it on some like triggers where it occasionally blows up. I do got to think of a name for the park. I also want to do some ASCII art in a few places. Or not ASCII, pixel art. But I'm not sure what yet. More like JASCII art. I like that. I have done map art before. It could be over a lot. The main thing is I don't want any of that accessible by foot because then they could jump into the queue. That's one of the. I kind of just want that to be a decorative volcano if it's up there, but it could have a lava flow that comes down and wraps around, and then there is parkour over the lava. I do like that. Let me get a look over there real quick and see if anything hits. Big Nick Cage ASCII. Yeah, I do like the idea of making that a solid volcano. Just for decorative. I really like the broken down ride parkour. I'm just trying to think what that would look like. But maybe, I don't know. Then there's the part of it's like, don't do a parkour. Have it be another puzzle of sorts. But you could always have a puzzle as part of a parkour, so. I don't know. Too many lawsuits for injuries. I'm kind of with you there. It's going to be an evil park. Well, you know, I do kind of like the idea of maybe a block ending in the volcano. Like somehow you're doing parkour stuff and then you're tunneling through the mountain and then you are in the center cone of the lava with glass tunnel. I like that a lot. Hmm. Yeah, peak style caldera climb. I think you can do memory game. Like you could do like just I think with comparators you could do a lot of stuff like that. I do feel like there's a lot I could do with parkour because I could, you know, the entrance to a parkour could like drop you down towards bedrock with a huge hollowed out area, and then have that work its way back up to the surface somewhere. That's an idea. I still got more of these. I'm just gonna lay those down. That'll make me feel better. Not really. I mean, I can pull inspiration from like Disney style theme parks. I was originally going to have the roller coaster ride be like the big ball at Epcot. The big, like not really roller coaster. It's just like a little ride that you're going up a big ball. Spaceship Earth. Yeah, yeah. I do like the idea of parkouring up out of the volcano. That would leave this whole section though with really nothing, and that's okay, I guess. Or it could just be decorative. There could just be decoration around. I don't know. It's something to think about a little bit. Is the final block going to be via parkour? Is it going to be another ride? I kind of like the broken down ride idea, but I don't really know where I would go with that. I like the idea of getting backstage and having that be a route. Yeah, a little Ferris wheel could be an empty space thing. But yeah, volcano idea. Maybe maybe I should. That's something I would ask an admin to help me do to build that up to like a peak, and then I can get up there and decorate it. Ooh, broken down log flume with waterfalls where the track is missing. I do like that. Is there's no way I could just I know I could do like a mine cart that goes in the water as a long log flume, right? Long flume. I just don't want to be too confused. Well, maybe it wouldn't be that confusing to be like, well, on that roller coaster you cannot get out, but on the log flume one you have to get out. You know? Oh, abandoned theme parks is abandoned places are creepy as fuck, and I like that. I like a creepy abandoned place. Oh, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at with stuff. I don't know what I want to do next. I feel like maybe that's a good place for me to let go of Minecraft today. Maybe I've done enough today. I could keep doing some more though. It is almost 5. If I'm doing pack opening, it should be soon, probably. It is coming together. Yeah, this is for other people to experience. It's going to be teams of I'll show you the teams real quick. These are the teams who are building. You got Steve and Janet, Steve Suptic and Choco Bars respectively, Apollo and Chib, Bear Taffy and Rob, Alpaca Patrol, Corey and Mouth, Scodge and Cheesy, me and Sips. And I believe the idea is that everyone will have 3 hours to search for blocks in other people's builds. And whichever team gets the most points is the winner. We did this last year, but as solos instead of teams. I am Mr. Haircut. Yeah, I have 2 Lorwyn Eclipsed booster boxes, or collector boxes. I also have tons of random packs to open from various sets. No other collector boosters, but a lot of other just boosters in general. The admins made this awesome area, which is a little crazy ass build in itself. Anyone want to undertake maybe big thingy? Let me see if any of the admins want to work on the volcano thingy. I may have missed folks in chat. Who all on? Oh, Aerodan, Bubbleguns, and Chip are on. How big a thingy? So, would there be a way to turn this mountain into a big volcano? Like to have it come up to kind of a tip, and that's the gist of it. It doesn't have to be anything immediate either. I'm probably going to hop off now, but I figure next time I come on, it will be decorating. Yeah, that would be that is the idea I've got right now, to have that mountain come up to a tip pretty high up. No, they have them in the pre-release kits. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't do any pre-release. And tomorrow today there's no more of them, and tomorrow I can't do one because I'm busy tomorrow. So what, instead of a promo card, some people were getting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles promo cards? Is that on purpose, or is that a mistake? Ooh. Oh, that's fantastic. A mistake? That sucks. That's brutal for them to do that. And just foil cards, no promo stamp. God, that's terrible. No, so the track is there. And it doesn't go any higher than that level. So it should be okay. Wow, that's fantastic.
$41 months of
Yo,
subscribing
what's up,
from
Sips?
Sips_.
Yeah, I did, Sips, all by hand. No, I'm having an admin do that. So Sips, this is where I'm at with it. I'm thinking that'll look like a big volcano. It's gonna look like a big volcano for the roller coaster. I did quite a bit today. I've got kind of like, they'll start there. I have it like loosely decorated, but that'll be the fishing hut, and this will be the ticket booth. I like the idea of a parkour through the volcano. And I figured there's going to be a lava flow. Yeah, we've got until a week from Monday. So we do have all next week. I'm not around on Wednesday, but I think I'm around all week otherwise. I've got my trainer on Monday too. But yeah, Wednesday I'm busy most of the day, but I'm around the rest of the week. Do you want to do the Seinfeld set? I haven't touched the Seinfeld set yet. I figured I could I could leave Seinfeld set up to you, but I'm also happy to do Seinfeld set. Nice, nice. The music is working. It is. I had it doubled too, so it would be a little louder. Yeah, that volcano is perfect. Yeah, I've just kind of been working on an area in general. Like I've got that'll be the ticket booth. I want to redo how that staircase works, and I figure I'll kind of like build up the walls a little bit. I kind of like the fishing hut. I still want to do a bit more to it to make it look nicer, but the trumpet is missing. I don't know what mine block would sound the best as a trumpet to go at the very end. Yeah, I love the volcano idea. Volcano will look real nice. Nah, no January 6th tribute this time. I'm still trying to figure out where the last block should be. And I kind of like the idea of it being a parkour. But I'm like, I could do kind of anything. Lots of villagers wandering around, so it looks busy as hell, and you have to like push through them. I think that'll be good. I'm still. No, I guess this should be the entrance to that. I might make this more of a grand staircase that gets a little wider. I got to figure out if anything's going to be that way. Definitely a gift shop at the end of the roller coaster. That's got to be a thing. Yeah, I saw that with Rockstar. I'll have this blocked off too that you can't jump up it. I figured I'd leave it for now just for accessing. Yeah, I figure at the end of the roller coaster, it's going to kick you off the cart. And then I want a door to kind of slam behind. And then there's a gift shop. And then the walkway back down to the park. So I'll probably want to extend this out a bit so it at least can get up to here. I love the volcano though. Well, you know, maybe maybe the lava flow from the volcano will go over the exit, and then the exit is glass. Rhymes with barley. Chris Farley, no. I'm playing. Yeah, volcano looks great. Yeah, perfect shape. Yeah, maybe the lava flow will come down and then like be the border of the place. Yeah, I did like 6.5 hours of Zomboid. I almost died. I got lacerated by a zombie. Yeah, bubble guns. I guess just the like the same orange and tan as the side of the like right below it. Those two terracotta colors. I think that's terracotta. But like the brownish, the two hues of brown, I guess going up are fine. And it could be scattered and random too. It doesn't have to be like a super uniform. Addict behavior. Yeah, no, I got lacerated by a zombie and very worried that that was the end, but it thankfully wasn't. Oh, perfect. Yeah, it's looking beautiful. I did kill myself. I did. I started building new boxes. Do I have a bucket? I do not have a bucket. I want a bucket. Hold on. Do a little napping. Is there iron in one of these? There is. One bucket, please. A paper cut for calling us addicts. Nah, I'm playing. Whoops. Yeah, so the blacksmith thing, it's really annoying to level up. And I also I was like, oh, I'll do blacksmithing to find I'll do blacksmithing so I can find a sledgehammer, like make a sledgehammer. But you have to find a sledgehammer to research it to make it. And that kind of sucked the joy out for me a bit. But then I found the sledgehammer. I like the idea of these little water channels being around. We have to make a toilet for sure that's overflowing. That's a thing we have to put in this park too, an overflowing toilet. Paper cuts from blacksmithing. I don't know if you can do lava channels. Can you? Because that would look cool as fuck. I was thinking, Sips, when you're on the roller coaster, like you could see down to here. I was thinking about doing some kind of ASCII art out of these channels that you don't really know it's ASCII art until you're up there looking at it from the roller coaster. I like that. Only one way to find out. Oh, I don't have any fucking lava. I gotta go find lava somewhere. Is there lava in the entrance? Hold on. There's got to be lava somewhere in the bazaar, right? There's got to be lava somewhere in this bazaar. Oh, you know what? I could probably just buy a bucket of lava. There is lava up there, but I don't want to like take the lava. Can you have an infinity lava? Like, is there a way to make infinity lava? Dripstone into a cauldron. That's right. It's slow though, yeah. Yeah, it would take a long time to. Nope. I don't think you can fill it with lava. That's good to know. Oh yeah, I love the way the volcano looks. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What's up, Bo? He's grumbling inside of the sushi hut. Hey, Boba. Hi, buddy. He's looking down out the window at me. Hi, Mr. Boba. Boba. Hey, Boba. He doesn't want to come out. Boba. He's gonna lay back down. Oh, there he comes. He's coming out. Hey, Bob. Hi, buddy. Hi. Did I wake you up? I'm sorry. Oh, come here. I'll give you attention for waking you up. Hey. Oh, he's just chilling. Ah, my ass hurts. Been sitting here too long. Oh. But yeah, I think I've done most of what I'm going to do today on this. Got a text from my mom. Oh, they're grooming each other now. Just if you want to enjoy two cats licking each other's heads for a minute. Nope. Look at them go. They'll probably turn into fighting soon. Aw. Sweet guys. Me and who? Sorry, I'm enjoying just watching. I'm just enjoying watching. Oh, nice, nice. Getting the lava flow going. Let me before I finish up, let me go back to the bazaar. Let me get some glass. What color glass should I get? I feel like red glass would make sense. Y'all sell red glass here, right? Oh yeah. I feel like 4 stacks should be enough. A favorite Minecraft music disc? I don't know if I have a favorite. I will say I do really love C418. I've gotten to meet and hang out with him a few times. Extremely nice person. It was after one of the Minecraft marathons. Uh, he was always involved with them. And I remember the one that me and Apollo did. We were leaving San Francisco to head down to LA. And like I had a rental car for it. And as we're leaving, we're driving away from the hotel, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking C418 just like sitting on the side of the road. I pull over, I'm like, hey man, what's up? And he was like, oh, I got a lot of time to kill before my flight. And we were going to the Twitch offices and told him that. We're like, oh, like we're on our way to Twitch HQ. And he was like, I got friends there. And he just hopped in our car and hung out with us all day. It was very nice. Oh, fuck. I've fallen into my maze. But I remember just thinking that's so funny. It's like, oh, fuck. It's Daniel. Yeah, really nice dude. Really, really nice dude. Oh, you know, maybe I should have it turn because I am about to hit the queue itself. Oh, let me... I'll have it go like this way. I guess that's kind of all that needs to be glass-wise. Let me think real quick. This shovel's toast. There it goes. There's no holes in this, right? No. Well, I think there is way more glass than there needs to be. But I'm thinking the lava will go over it, and maybe over this whole front bit. And then I have this kind of dug out so that the lava just like goes straight down. Like it'll just like perfectly cover. Kind of like that. Sorry, I've been in the zone. Oh yeah, that looks fantastic, Bubble Guns. Thank you. Looks absolutely perfect. Yeah, just covering this in lava would be awesome. And then I'll have the exit. I'll have it go to a little gift shop here and then the actual exit. Yeah, I love that. I love that being the end of the ride. Into a little lava tunnel. Oh, cart service dim sum is so fucking good. I haven't done cart service dim sum in so long. Actually, shit, Dave, I think when we did the place here, that might have been my last time. Because we did the place here, didn't we? Or am I losing my mind? I thought we did. Ah, this is great. Love this. Love this being the end of it. Oh my god. Goddamn chicken jockey guy. It's the guy from the chicken jockey. The gift shop is gonna be probably like here, and then with a road that leads back down. But I gotta do the gift shop connection. I'll wind up doing that next. No, this is perfect. Thank you very much, Bubble. Thank you. Let me get a little look from a distance. Oh, you know what? I should probably go sleep in that bed. Yeah, dim sum cart service rocks. And it's pretty much they just charge you like typically like $3 or $4 for each thing you get. Yeah, you pay per, and then they just mark a little sheet of paper. But it's usually like I feel like whenever I've done dim sum, it's usually like most things are $3.95 and some of them are 4 or 5. And each thing usually comes like a thing of shumai is usually like 4 shumais. It's usually like 4 dumplings per thing. But yeah, that looks great. I love that. Thank you, thank you. Oh, the pho lately has been so good. I've been in pho heaven lately. I'm thinking for the next part at least. I am thinking like there will be a stairwell that goes up to like another like a couple steps up and then another platform up there that leads towards that area. I think that'll be what's next. Yeah, it's hard to find good cart service dim sum. It really is. It's not a thing that's super. I did hear someone told me because like all the good Asian food in Virginia is in Northern Virginia. That's just what I've always been told. That's what that's what I always hear. And someone claims that there is dim sum with cart service better than North Virginia by Virginia Beach. I've heard a few people say this. I don't know the name of the place though. I have to like get the name of it. But it's supposed to be like the best cart service dim sum you can get in Virginia. Maybe this should dig down and come out at the bottom level. I don't know. I got to figure out how this how the levels on this are going to work. I'm not sure. I can't remember the name at all. If I even heard it the first time, I think it might be one of those things that people told me about it, and then I just like never researched the name of the place. But it's supposed to be fantastic. I have to go to the one in Richmond again soon. It's been too long since I've gone to the Richmond dim sum, but it's only on Saturdays and Sundays, and I feel like I'm always busy on the weekends. And only like until the afternoon. I think that's pretty common for a cart service dim sum place, though, is it for it to be like just weekends only. Hello. I'm trying to think, how will I have this connect? I should make a new shovel. No, I don't want that there. I'm thinking this would be like, it's like a little pattern. That's how the wall will look. Yeah, I should, if I'm going to open magic packs today, it should be like an hour ago. I've already been live for 7 hours. I did want to make a thumbnail for it and also do it on YouTube, so the video's right there immediately. But yeah, I'm going to leave this for now. Very good progress today. I have to wave the other way to hop off. Okay.